Hey, what's up everyone? I hope you're all well and healthy. It's great to see all of your happy faces. I'm Patrick and this is where I ramble about tech and other stuff I like. So last month I did a video on my favorite apps for the iPad Pro. But because there are so many great apps, I suggested to do one video a month focusing on a specific category. But then I realized that you would have to wait several months to get to a certain category. So instead, I decided to do one episode a month focusing on whatever apps I'm using at that time. And maybe some of the apps will work for you too. If you're getting some value out of this video, give it one of these. And if you like it enough to want to see more, be sure to subscribe if you haven't already and hit the bell so you know when the next one is up. So let's ramble.
Hold up, place go wild when I pull up. They all on me like it won't.
For those of you who've seen my previous videos, you know I'm kind of a productivity geek. So let's start with some of my favorite tools I use to streamline my workflow and maximize my productivity. The first one is Trello. Trello describes itself as a visual tool for organizing your work and life. I personally like Moleskine Journey, which I covered in the June episode, to organize my personal life. But for my business, I use Trello because it's packed with great and easy to use collaboration tools. The app is based on the Kanban system, which is a super straightforward and very efficient way of managing your projects. It follows the to-do, doing, and done workflow. That way, you will get a snapshot overview of where you stand, what needs to be done, whether someone is already working on it, and whether a project or task has been finalized. Trello is organized by cards, and each card offers a ton of sub-features. You can assign each task to one or more people, add due dates, labels, and checklists, leave comments, and even attach files. When a project or task is finished and it's been moved to the done stack, you can either delete or archive it if you think you may need it later. I'm no math whiz, or maybe I'm just lazy, who knows. Anyway, I find myself looking for a calculator quite often during my workday. One of the strangest things about the iPad Pro is that it doesn't come with one. What's up with that, Apple? Thankfully, the good people at Calzy have you covered. The app is what it is, a calculator. But it's the widget that makes it perfect for the iPad Pro. Having a calculator right on the home screen makes my life just that little bit easier. Much like the calculator, I'll be looking for ways to jot down quick notes throughout the day. I try to avoid paper, but I don't want to clutter up my note-taking apps with stuff I may not want to store in those particular apps. Enter Drafts. Once you open the app, you can immediately start writing. It's got some basic formatting tools and a great speech-to-text tool as well. But the real magic happens after you're done writing, because Drafts allows you to send your notes pretty much anywhere directly from the app, like your favorite note organizer or task manager. And you can even have it tweet what you wrote directly from the app, which is pretty amazing. If I do end up with some paper notes or documents and I don't feel like typing them up, I will use Scannable. Scannable is one of the best scanner apps out there, and because it was created by Evernote, which is my favorite note organizer, it will sync with the app seamlessly, allowing me to tag and file my scans from within Evernote. But of course that doesn't mean you're limited to Evernote. Just hit the share button and send your scan to whatever app you like. The last productivity app I'll mention is Taskheat. One of my subscribers, I Am Xavier, recommended it to me. Thanks, man. I've only just started using it and I'll have to see whether it sticks, but the way it works is so interesting that I wanted to share it with you anyway. Unlike your traditional to-do lists, Taskheat uses visual flowcharts to help you organize your projects. You can add either enabling or depending tasks to your flowchart. So for example, you have your main project. Preparation enables you to do the project, and your sub-projects depend on your main project. I may return to this app in more detail in a future video. The iPad Pro has an amazing screen, and since I'm using the 12.9-inch version, it's big enough for most things. But sometimes when I'm working with apps like Trello and there's a lot happening, I prefer using an external monitor. You can hook up the iPad to your screen using a dongle, but you'll be stuck with those annoying black bars on the sides. That's where Shiftscreen comes in. Shiftscreen lets you take advantage of the entire screen edge to edge. On top of that, you can also use your external monitor as a second display for the iPad, allowing you to view multiple windows on your monitor and still open up apps in split view on the iPad. It's perfect when you're working from home. Shiftscreen is the new kid on the block and it doesn't support all apps yet, but it's improving with every update and it's taking the App Store by storm. When I do work on the go, since things are slowly opening up back in Europe, I like to stay protected when I'm using public Wi-Fi. Hotspots are useful, but they're never really safe. So for me, using a virtual private network or VPN is a no-brainer. My go-to has been NordVPN because of its rock-solid reputation and its super straightforward interface. But recently, we've also seen Ivacy VPN pop up everywhere. Ivacy lets you connect to any country or city, and it also lets you select the purpose of your VPN use, like streaming content. Just be sure to stay within legal boundaries. Ivacy offers pretty competitive pricing, which makes it an interesting alternative to a lot of people. For some reason, it doesn't support landscape mode, but since I'll just be in the app to turn it on or off, it's not a huge deal to me. Whenever I get tired of being productive, or I just need to wind down, there's some great apps to help me relax. Headspace is a meditation app. Now, hear me out. I used to think meditation was for hippies levitating off the ground, but this app is super straightforward. Through bite-sized guided meditation and mindfulness programs, it helps you achieve anything from less anxiety and stress to better sleep patterns. You can start with just a couple of minutes a day and take it from there. And if even that takes too much energy, I'll listen to some music. I've been using Spotify for many years, but Amazon have been improving their music app a lot. And if you're like me and you like to switch it up every now and then, give it a try. I'll put a link in the description that gives you a 3 months free trial. So guys, I'll be sharing more of my favorite apps next month, so if you want to stick around for that, be sure to subscribe. And feel free to click around on my channel to see some other stuff you might like. That's it for now, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.